Elf Village 3. It was the house of the tree that became like a big dining room where we are guided to. Here's the dining room as seen. Basically, everyone eats all three meals here. I look around the dining room. Somehow, I recalled the camp school that I went to when I was in junior high school. In the interior of the dining room, the four boys and girls that seem to be former students are cooking in the kitchen part. Their hands stop when they see our figure. Kuros-san, the boy who speaks with a dubious voice. Well, Katya and I are armed, and if some strangers appear suddenly, of course he will be cautious. It's Yamada Shunsuke. Oshima Katana. Kanada. So we say our names quickly. That will be understood. Shun and Kanada? The other three people who turn their eyes to use the boy's voice, especially towards Katya. Say, no need to guess. I'm the one who changed in sex. I'm the only one who changed in sex. Yeah, there's no one in here other sex changed. Katya is shocked by Kuro-san's words. Well, what? Do your best. Oi, oi, it's been a very long time. The first boy who called out approaches while taking off the hat. Although his appearance has changed, I feel a deja vu in that smile. Is it Ogi? Yeah, you know it well. A guy who has such a sultry smile can only be you. I laughed lightly. I laughed lightly. It didn't say it. I adapt very quickly to this strange grammar. Ogiwara Kenichi. It's a friend who belonged to the soccer club. By the way, the reason why I call him Ogi from his family name instead of his given name is because it would be similar to the Yugo's previous life, Natsume Kengo name. However, Ogi is in charge of cooking. If it's you, the world outside that uses stamina suits your nature more. About that. The reflexive Ogi who belonged to the soccer club was good. Then I thought that outside farming is more suitable for him. At the beginning, we changed the management and rotation, but because we understood that we were good and bad at what we were good and bad at, the management was fixed. Although Ogi-kun was able to do anything skillfully, I have him turn to be in charge of cooking because there's only a few people. No, although I did cooking for the first time in this world, I'm surprised at my talent. Ogi, who has a triumphant look and puffed up with pride. Kuro-san's retort, don't get carried away, enters there. Whoa, that's like the first time this fucking story has ever used fucking quotation marks. Holy shit, guys, look at that. Wow. If there's a chance you're not looking at the screen and just listening to the audio, that don't get carried away, that's in quotation marks. That never happens. Actually, when it's cooking for this number of people, it's considerably a heavy labor. That's why we are saved to have Ogi-kun who has stamina. The taste is fairly limited, though. Ogi was being modest while being embarrassed. Because there's still work to do, Ogi returned to the kitchen. We sat on the seat again, and exchanged information mutually, about Yugo invading here from us, the background, and the world situation. We had Kuro-san to tell the life here. There are 14 reincarnated people here. In the story that we heard from Sensei in the old days, it was 12 people, so it increased by 2. We had her to tell everyone's name. The life here is just as what Kuro-san said a while ago. It seems to have a self-sufficiency life. They eat the vegetables and the livestock that they brought up by themselves, and the thing that can never be procured is gotten from the elves. The daily necessities must be arranged by themselves as much as possible, and the elves only give the things that really can't be obtained by themselves. This desk and the chairs are all made by our hands. I looked at the chair that I'm sitting right now instinctively to Kuro-san's words. It's a simple chair that's made by cutting the tree. In addition, we had Kuro-san to tell us about the details of living in the village. I threw an extra "the" somewhere in there. It seemed that Kuro-san was brought into this village when she was young and she can hardly speak yet. Like some of this I'm actually just like throwing in myself, but some of it is actually just weird grammar. In that case, it's said that Kuro-san's parents let go of her while crying. Kuro-san said that she was bought with money. After all, the family where I was born seemed to be extremely poor. Although I was not able to talk, I was able to understand the contents of the conversation. It seems that I was sold with a price that's considerably higher than selling to be a slave normally. Kuro-san, who ridicules herself and smiles wryly. Although the others seem to be much the same, there's a guy who was brought here almost like being abducted when he tried to live as an adventurer among them, mostly when they were young. It's said that when they're young as the baby, as expected, the elves have to take care of them. After that, when one of them can work, they were made to take care of the field and livestock that comes with the elves' assistance, and when they grow bigger, the elves stop providing assistance. I hear that it was only difficult in the beginning. Both farming and livestock raising are heavy labor for the childish body. That alone was their very limit every day. It's said that it was just recently, that they have more time. Their body grew to the extent that it looks like an adult, they acquire some know-how, and work became efficient. Thanks to that, it's said that a little time was created. It's a problem about what to do during the free time, though. What do you mean? The elves don't want us to acquire the skills. That's why the monitoring in this living. Even though it's their very best to live, the skills of the reincarnated people in here don't improve much, excluding 2 people. The 2 people brought here later seem to live as an adventurer. It's said that they might be late to be caught by the elves because they moved from place to place. Because the 2 people have been an adventurer, their skills are high. We have choices. The way that we train the skills stealthily, and the way to spend the days in this birdcage is the same manner as before. Either way, I still want time to think. But Yugo might attack soon. Kuro-san's troubled by the information. After that, we ate together with every reincarnated people. We enjoyed talking in the reunion after a long time. We had a long talk to celebrate the reunion alternately in the dining room for almost a day. But Kyoya was not among them. Who's Kyoya? Who's Kyoya? I don't remember who Kyoya is. Alright.